Alright, so I originally had made a review for the Hulk already, except I did it around like 11 p.m. in the middle of the night yesterday. Well, then I made this around like the 17th of August, and I have a video of it. This is just a redo because I'm just whispering throughout the entirety, which would make sense because everyone was asleep. I didn't want to wake anyone up, but I was desperate to make a video before She-Hulk came out, but this is a redo. This is what I'm trying to say. This is a redo of a review for my thoughts on the Incredible Hulk. Because I just thought I'd say that right off the bat. Also, I got a haircut. It's a bit of a mess. I don't like the way my hair looks, so I tried fixing it up, and it's just this is something I have to work with. I don't know. What was I thinking getting a haircut? Oh, that being said, hello everyone. Welcome back to another review on the channel. Now, I was hoping to do this before She-Hulk came out, but I was at my nana's for about 3 days. I'm back home now. As you probably have seen my She-Hulk reaction. Yeah, I was up at 12 in the morning recording. I had to whisper, so yeah, sorry if you could not hear a word I said. I don't know what was I thinking. I mean, I was excited. I was desperate to watch the episode. I happen to be a very impatient person sometimes. I'm impatient, but not impatient at the same time. Anyways, enough chit chat. Now, the Incredible Hulk is known to be as the black sheep of the MCU, as what Sean Chandler likes to call it, but for everyone else, it's considered to be one of the most forgotten MCU movies. So I guess people are just 50-50 with this. And by 50-50... I don't know if I got any thoughts on this. They started out a bit rough, and I figured, I know not many of us are digging Phase 4, and I figured that Phase 4 is basically like Phase 1. Phase 1 started out rough, Phase 4 started out rough, but soon as we get to Phase 6, like we got to Phase 3, it'll just all be good again. Like, basically that guy, that one guy, I don't know his name, but he's does these things, but just basically, it'll be like this. And everything was lovely once again. I swear I know his name. I watched some videos of that on YouTube. But yeah, well, everyone else is just 50-50 about it. But for me, I freaking love The Incredible Hulk, okay? I don't know what's up with this movie. Now, what's funny is that Marvel fans try to figure out if this is part of the MCU or is a sequel to the 2003 Hulk. Well, let's make this easier. It is part of the MCU, thanks to the post-credit scene featuring Tony Stark, teasing for the Avengers movie, and for the Super Soldier program, which was something I actually noticed when I was watching this recently 2 days ago. And I was shocked about it, and I'm like, oh my god, so basically, that's how he became an Abomination. The Super Soldier Serum, because of how strong it was, and it makes total sense to me. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out, because it is MCU canon. The only problem with us having trouble thinking, like, how is this MCU canon? It's no. Okay, I'm in the middle of making a video, and that is happening. I could just shut my window, but it's freaking hot in here. But I wouldn't blame you if you have trouble trying to figure out this part of the MCU. And it's all because of, let's just say Mark Ruffalo is not the Hulk in this one, but Ed Norton. Basically, this movie feels out of place. If anything, Moon Knight feels out of place. It just feels a bit disconnected from the MCU, except it is part of the MCU, except there's not a single thing reference to the MCU in Moon Knight, and I'm hoping we'll get something. I'm sorry, that's just been my only nitpick with Moon Knight, and I think I mentioned about it in my review for Moon Knight, but we're not talking about Moon Knight, we're talking about the Incredible Hulk. But still, though, that's just something I thought I'd throw off. But yeah, the Super Soldier Serum would be connected to Captain America, the First Avenger, so yeah, it's got some MCU connections in the Incredible Hulk. But yeah, it would make sense for this to feel out of place, and it's all because Mark Ruffalo isn't the Incredible Hulk in this one, except Ed Norton is. Now, I know that Mark Ruffalo is our main Hulk for the MCU, but I thought Ed Norton did alright as the Incredible Hulk in this movie. Now, I will admit, as soon as I saw a trailer for the Avengers, I noticed that, wait a minute, who's this guy? Wait, this is supposed to be the Hulk? He looks different. Why does he look different? And of course, I would act like that because I was confused and maybe a bit annoyed. I was like, how old was I in 2012 or 11? I don't know. Just when did I saw the Avengers trailer? Probably between. Actually, now that I think about it, the Avengers trailer was essentially a post-credit scene for Captain America: The First Avenger. Except we already knew that. And it would have been interesting to see him come back in the Avengers, but from what I heard, the actor Ed Norton didn't want to come back to certain roles he had already done, so that's pretty much why he left. Basically left the role as the Incredible Hulk, and Marvel had no choice but to recast the Hulk for the Avengers. But even though our main Hulk is Mark Ruffalo, I still thought Ed Norton did alright as the Incredible Hulk. Which, I don't have any negatives. I barely have any negatives for this movie, actually. The only nitpick or gripe I got sometimes is just me getting annoyed that this isn't Mark Ruffalo and that it's a different actor. And I'm like, why am I always annoyed about this sometimes? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, look at the recast of Iron Man 2, and now Don Cheadle's our main MCU, main War Machine for the MCU, I mean. And speaking of War Machine, when are we going to get an update for Armor Wars? But anyways, back on topic. So, I honestly don't know what's up with this movie. I mean, there's probably some issues and nitpicks here and there, but I've loved this movie ever since I was a little kid. I was obsessed with it, and I still am obsessed with the Incredible Hulk to this day. It may be forgettable for some MCU fans, but it ain't forgettable for me. Because it's actually on my top 10 list, and yeah, that's right, you heard me. It's on my top 10 list. If you got a problem with that, say it to my face in the comments down below, because guess what? It's my opinion. We can agree or disagree. Now, what's funny is that by the time this movie had came out, I would have been 2 years old. And I don't know when exactly I saw The Incredible Hulk, but by my best guess, it was probably between 2010 and 2011. That's my best. That's my best guess. But like I said earlier, I barely have any nitpicks or gripes with it, besides me getting annoyed with the actor not being Mark Ruffalo. But I will say there are a few cringe moments here and there with the romance going on between Bruce Banner and Betty Ross, but it's not always cringe. But besides me barely having any negatives for this movie, all I got are positives. Which, first of all, I'm obsessed with the theme for the Hulk. It's just that theme that goes by this. Bum 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 dum bum 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 bum. I'm sorry, I could listen to that on a loop. I'm too obsessed with it. I mean, the soundtrack is alright, but just that theme is just all I could think about. But for the designs for the Incredible Hulk and the Abomination, I freaking love them. I mean, they look pretty terrifying, but they also look badass at the same time. I mean, I know we have a redesign for the Abomination, as he's got an upgrade in Shang-Chi and She-Hulk, which I'm a bit concerned for the Abomination once I watch that episode that it's going to contain the Abomination. So I'm a bit concerned, but honestly, I should be glad that he's back, you know, in the MCU, because I honestly thought he was killed off in the movie. Like, no joke, as a kid, I thought the Hulk had just killed him and that he was dead. I was surprised, like, by the time they announced the casting back in D23 around December 2020, and that Kevin Feige said that Tim Roth would be coming back as the Abomination, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Because I seriously thought he was killed off by when the Hulk had just did, or like when he stepped on his chest. I feared he like broke a bone or cracked his neck or something. I don't know. I seriously thought he was killed off, and turns out he was not dead. I had to rewatch the movie. I'm like, oh my god, he actually is still moving. How did I not see that? And I was more surprised to see him pop up in a Shang-Chi trailer where he was fighting Wong.
You got this.
Oh! Abomination!
Oh my god!
Thank you.
With the Abomination?
There was an abomination! Oh my god!
Tell me I did not just saw what I think I just saw. Do you not know what the Abomination is? The bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god! The freaking abomination is in the freaking movie! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I have not seen the Abomination in years.
The Abomination is your diarrhea.
And that he had an upgrade, looked on me accurate, but still though, this just came as a surprise to me, because I seriously thought he was killed off in this movie. But I'm glad he's back in the MCU, and we shall see that episode once he pops out. I think it's that, I'm willing to bet it's going to be episode 4 with the Abomination, but still though, I've been seeing some promo TV spots, and I'm like, I'm a bit concerned about the Abomination, but I actually made a TikTok video about this.
Change back now! Immediately!
Alright, calm down.
She-Hulk.
I'm so glad I'm not the only person that, that's been on my head for the past couple of days. I'm having some worries, but I may have my issues or whatever, but I'm still glad that he's coming back, because honestly, I thought he was killed off in the movie, which I did watch today, by the way. Still, though, I hope he gets a rematch with Hulk, who is currently not Hulk, but Professor Hulk, as we now call him. Still though, I'm glad someone's finally addressing it, but still though, by the way, I am just staying up late just to watch She-Hulk because I'm just too excited. But still though, I'm glad the Abomination's coming back. Because I seriously thought he was dead. I mean, I was a kid back then. I didn't. Okay.
So yeah, I'm glad he's back. Just I'm just gonna have to deal with it. We shall see. But like I said, they look scary, but also badass at the same time. Even though the Abomination looks a bit nasty, which I think Nana said something about that. I think my Nana said that because she was watching the Incredible Hulk with me a little bit, not the entirety, just on some bits here and there. Now, even though he wasn't comic accurate in this movie, but is now comic accurate in Shang-Chi and She-Hulk, I don't know what's up with it. I just love the way he just looks. Like, I just love the design that they have for the Abomination. Now, I have some mixed feelings with how he looks like now, but still, I mean, I like it, but if I'm being honest, I kind of like the other version even more. But hey, bravo for common accuracy. And I dropped my paper. But I do love the Incredible Hulk's design, but I like it a lot more than the Abomination. Not that something's wrong with it. I like both designs. They're both as good, in my opinion. And lastly, I have trouble trying to pick which one's my final, like, which fight scene's my favorite. It's either the university fight scene or just the final battle. And when I think about it, I think my personal favorite has to go for the final battle, probably because of the Hulk and the Abomination just beating the crap out of each other. Which honestly, basically the cherry on top is just the final battle. I'm too obsessed with it. Just how the Hulk just comes out finally after Hulk had just fallen out of a freaking helicopter. Still, just the scene just never gets old. I even saw this on Instagram on an account, Marvel account that I follow. I would play that clip right now, but you know, copyright issues and all that. Also, I cannot find a good clip of it on YouTube that I was just doing just now. They're all just cut scenes. I tried to get information from Mac, but I'm not gonna risk it. But still, the final battle never gets old. And it's just my personal favorite, and it's just the cherry on top of just why I just love the Incredible Hulk so much. Like, just the final battle is not only entertaining, but it's just exciting at the same time. Like, legit, if I see that go on, I'm just gonna copy it, because it's just something I like to do sometimes. Like, that, and when I was a kid, I would sometimes take out my shirt, you know, because, like, he has no shirt on except pants on, or shorts. But still, I would just copy it, because it's just, I just freaking love it so much. So yeah, I get that it feels out of place because of the actor not being Mark Ruffalo, but I do think it's underrated, and it's just one of my favorite MCU movies of all time, but also one of my favorite childhood movies of all time. And it's just on my top 10 list for MCU movies, so I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I don't care what you all say, agree to disagree, but I'm sorry, I don't see what's the issue with this movie. I've loved it ever since I was a little kid, and I still love it to this day. But what has been killing me throughout the entirety of the MCU is that this is the only Hulk. I mean, I know there's 2 Hulk movies, and I plan to review the other one, and I did do a poll, and most of you guys preferred the Incredible Hulk over that one, and I'm gonna have to be the judge of that, because once I review Hulk that came out in 2003. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for that review when I have the chance to watch it, which don't know. I'm not too sure if it's on Disney Plus. I'm gonna have to figure out where I can watch it. But still, though, and besides the other Hulk, like, this is his only solo movie. Cap and Thor have 4 movies. Well, Cap's about to get a 4th one, but still, you get what I mean. And Iron Man technically has 3 movies, and we all want Iron Man 4. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that Thor has 4 movies. Captain America is about to get a 4th one. Iron Man has 3 movies. Like, everyone's getting sequels, but the Hulk. Like, I have been dying for, like, a Hulk trilogy or something. I've just been dying for another Hulk sequel. Now, I know why we have not gotten one, because of the rights issues, the copyright, everything with Universal and Marvel, but I heard that it may come to an end by by next summer of 2023, from what I've heard. So we're possibly going to be getting a Hulk sequel or a World War Hulk, is what I've been hearing. And it was going to be a four-part episode that will be released weekly in theaters. I don't know. That's just something I heard. Basically, it's a movie split into 4 parts on Disney Plus, and it'll be released in theaters. That's just all I heard. So yeah, I've just been dying for a sequel, and I hope he gets his own solo movie. Like, it's just been killing me. I mean, we got She-Hulk, but just I just want the Incredible Hulk to have a sequel, for just a trilogy. Maybe a trilogy will do, but I've just been dying for a sequel, and just like, it's just annoying to me that we only have one solo movie of the Hulk. So yeah, I'm just dying for the Hulk to have another solo movie, which will most likely happen, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be around Phase 6, since we have a bunch of unannounced projects, all besides Fantastic Four and those 2 Avengers movies that are coming out in 2025, which still, though, 2025, where are you at? So yeah, that is most likely going to happen. We'll most likely have a World War Hulk, which I don't know much about. From watching the breakdowns, it's, I don't know. I think it's something similar with the animated movie, Planet Hulk. I'm going to have to rewatch that, since She-Hulk and is out, and I don't know, so most likely, that's most likely going to be the case. I'm willing to bet that we're going to get World War Hulk solo movie or a 4-part Disney Plus show in Phase 6. With that being said, those are just my thoughts with the Incredible Hulk that had came out in 2008, which is the second MCU movie to come out for the MCU, but also is the second for Phase 1. Now I think about it, I may watch Hulk, but also Planet Hulk, because since She-Hulk is out, screw it, why not? Might as well make Hulk-related videos. But be sure to stay tuned for other reviews coming out besides me reviewing Daredevil, but also Miss Marvel. I am going to be reviewing a movie called Good Boys, but not only that, Superbad, which I just finished just now. Still though, it's gonna be a double movie review that I'm gonna cover on the channel. Also, I may possibly watch those Orphan Kill movies, especially the new one that came out, which I think there's only 2. Anyways, hope you look forward to my She-Hulk reactions every Thursday, but also other reviews that I have coming up on the channel, because I have a bunch of reviews to catch up. But be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments down below for the Incredible Hulk. What do you think about it? Do you think it's underrated? Do you agree with Sean Chandler that is the black sheep of the MCU? Like, just, what are your thoughts with the Incredible Hulk? Like, I'm curious to know your thoughts, comments down below, and yeah, hope you like this video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. I say peace out, but Hulk smash. There it goes again. Yeah, I'll just wait.